and they're off. Over 2 miles 5 for the Millie and Rescue Dog Owners Novices Handicap Chase. Coalstock Old Page. The front two going over the first of 16 fences. Get a Man touchdown third. Huelgoat is held up in the last pair with Voodoo Doll for company. Coalstock Old Page at the second, a length and a half between them. Get a Man touchdown third. And then Huelgoat held up with Voodoo Doll on his inside. Past the judge, 2 full circuits ahead of them. Coalstock leading them into the first turn with Old Page on his quarters and Get a Man a close third. And then a couple of lengths to Huelgoat and Voodoo Doll. On the approach to fence number 3, another plain one, Coalstock leading Old Page by nearly a length. Get a Man a close third up the inside. Good jump from the leader, unlike Old Page, who had a long look at it, which enabled Get a Man to take second. On the level, Old Page is closing up once again as they level off to race down the back straight. So Coalstock from Old Page, Get a Man, and then Huelgoat and Voodoo Doll on the approach to the middle fence in the back straight. Number 5, Coalstock in front. Old Page length and a half away in second. Get a Man a half length back. And the other two continue to race up sides one another at the open ditch. Fence number 6, Coalstock Old Page, a length between them. Huelgoat, the least convincing at the open ditch. Just drop back behind Voodoo Doll. Turning towards the old water jump, Coalstock with a couple of lengths in hand now, 2.5 maybe to Old Page and Get a Man, and then Voodoo Doll and Huelgoat. They've covered a circuit through their departure point into the home straight on the approach to fences 8 and 9. Coalstock has made the running to this juncture. Get a Man regains a clear second. Old Page lost ground at the first in the straight and continues to lose his place as Get a Man moves up sides. Coalstock jumping fence number 9. 5 lengths to Huelgoat, who jumps into third at the expense of Old Page. Voodoo Doll is still being weighted with, and Lily Pinchin has now sent Get a Man to the front after jumping 9 fences. Get a Man heads Coalstock before rounding the next left-hander. They've opened up a break of 8, maybe 10 lengths to Huelgoat, Old Page and Voodoo Doll, who's about to go fourth, but would be 10 lengths behind Get a Man, who's closing in on fence number 10. Get a Man from Coalstock, a couple of lengths between them. Both out over it fluently. Huelgoat reached for it, but he's closing in on the front two. Voodoo Doll has plenty on. Back in fourth would be more than a dozen lengths off the speed. Old Page being left well behind. Get a Man running towards fence number 11, first on the far side, with a 3 or 4 length advantage over Coalstock, who didn't jump it anywhere nearly as well as the leader. Harry Cobden had a long look behind on Huelgoat, who's racing in third as they jump the middle fence down the back straight. Voodoo Doll's making little impression at the moment, and Old Page is tailed off, coming to the open ditch at the end of the back straight. Get a Man from a pushed along Coalstock, 3 lengths behind. Huelgoat is steadily closing in on the 2 in front of him, but Voodoo Doll's making no impression, 8 lengths off them as they turn with 3 to jump. Get a Man, with Huelgoat about to go off in pursuit, breezes past long-time leader Coalstock before jumping 3 out. Get a Man from Huelgoat and Harry Cobden, who's ridden a very confident race as his mount now looms up on the outside of Get a Man at the top of the home straight. Coalstock is plugging on in third as Huelgoat on the bridle picks up the running from Get a Man. Coalstock, Voodoo Doll trying to close on them but Huelgoat is firmly in command, jumping 2 out, went over it 3 lengths clear. Coldstock has regained second at the expense of the fading Get a Man. Voodoo Doll staying on, but still not close enough to launch a challenge. And Huelgoat, with a 7-length advantage, sails out over the last. Coldstock rather low in second. Voodoo Doll will stay on to challenge Get a Man for third, but Huelgoat has been nursed to victory by Harry Cobden without coming off the bridle. Huelgoat, too good for Coldstock. Voodoo Doll stayed on to be third. Then came Get a Man, and Old Page has